What does peace really mean? The answer can be found in the Midrash that teaches us about the etymology of the word Yerushalayim. Avraham really wanted the city to be called Yirah. Avraham was someone who went out, he went to instill Yirah in people in Haran all over. That was his goal. He was an active spreader of the message of Hashem. On the other hand, there was Shem. He wanted the city to be called Shalom. Shem was someone who sat in yeshiva all day, yeshiva Shem ve'evel, he learned Torah, and he spread the Shalom of Hashem. Yerushalayim epitomizes what peace really means. It's peace which is going out, giving to people, caring for people. And that's the peace really that we have to strive to do. Peace doesn't just come from sitting down, trying to, imagine what peace might look like. You have to make an effort, you have to go out. May we merit this Yom Yerushalayim to understand what peace really means and instill it in our own lives. Yom Yerushalayim Sameach.
As we enter the last week of the HaOmer and start preparing for Shavuot next week, an all-round favourite event in the Jewish calendar pops up again. Tikkun Leil has people all over the world staying up all night to learn Torah. But what makes that night of Yom Tov so special that people give up their night's sleep to stay up and learn? The Midrash tells the story of how the night before the Bnei Israel received the Torah, they all went to bed early to get a good night's sleep. However, when it came to the next morning, the Jewish people had slept in, and Moshe had to wake them, causing God to say, "Why have I come and no one is here to receive me?" In order to rectify the mistake of our ancestors, we stay up late every Shavuot night to show our love and passion for Torah. Our enthusiasm for learning, alongside our kavanah and emunah, should be as strong and as loud as can be on Tikkun Leil, so we can show our excitement for receiving the Torah. BA running Tikkun Leil services in London and Manchester. If you're interested, please be in touch for more details.
The Gemara says that Hashem put the mountain over us, and if we wouldn't accept the Torah, then Sham Tekevur Aschem, there would be our graves. What does it mean there would be our graves? Surely, if the mountain would fall on us, then here will be our graves. So the Malchut to understand this is of a few guys that go to the top of a hotel and they go on the roof to play football and they're having a sick time, and the manager comes and said, "New guys, we need to make a fence around the hotel, around the roof so you guys don't fall off." They're like, "No, the pitch will be so much smaller, it'll be less fun." Yeah, what's going on? In order to survive and enjoy and play the game, you have to have the fence around it. So too with the Torah. Hashem gives us the Torah, these laws of life, in order to enable us to survive and thrive and become the best people we will be. Therefore, we don't accept it, there will be our graves, because we won't be living in the perfect environment of the Torah.
Lieden von Yerushalayim in Kodesh at the Kaisei. It's a short idea to hear about Shavuos. On Shavuos, we receive Yom HaKabbalah, the Torah from Hashem, and it's only after 49 days of introspection of Sefirat HaOmer, and only then are we at the level of purity in order to receive the Torah. The Gemara in Sotah, the Daf Chaf Aleph Amud Aleph, compares mitzvahs to a nail, to a candle, and compares the Torah to an oil, which is a much more strong, longer lasting light than that of a nail. Now, just as a nail protects you, a candle protects you in the room for a short amount of time until it burns out, and oil is everlasting. And this is compared to the Torah because our Torah learning protects us forever. And as we know, the difficult times in Eretz Yisrael, unfortunately, at the moment, with the conflict, it is now paramount of importance to learn Torah and to be able to protect our Klal Yisrael from all the sorrows that we have. And here remain your HaOmer.
Imagine you're walking through a forest. It's thick, all around, full of trees. You can't really see where you're going. And someone comes over to you and offers you a map. Would you take that map? Of course you're going to take the map. The map's going to show you how to get out. It's going to show you how to get home. It's very similar with the Torah. The Torah is our guide to life. It's going to show us the way. It's going to show us how to come closer to God and how to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. And therefore, when Hashem offers us the Torah, Naseh v'nishma, of course we're going to take it. It's going to show us the way. It's going to show us the path of how to lead the best life we can. And people might think that it's freeing to not have a map. But you know what? The map is what gives you direction. The Torah is what's going to stop you from feeling lost and show you the way home.
Last week, we finished Sefer Vayikra with Parshat Bechukotai. The last pasuk of Bechukotai is as follows. Eila mitzvot asher tzivah Hashem et Moshe el bnei Israel b'Har Sinai. These are the mitzvot that Hashem commanded Moshe to bnei Israel at Har Sinai. However, when we reach Sefer Bamidbar, and when we begin with this week's Parshat Bamidbar, we see something very, very different. It begins as follows. Vaydaber Hashem el Moshe b'midbar Sinai. Hashem spoke to Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai, in the desert of Sinai. What's the difference? Bamidbar refers to a broad, wide, open space. Whereas Har Sinai is a specific mountain, something very, very different. With Shavuot right around the corner, we need to broaden our horizons with regards to our Torah. We have to expand our options and learn from many, many different people. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.